And good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to our session today. My name is Quintress Safala, and today I will be your presenter. I am joined today by my colleague Pindile Mavundla, who will be our moderator for today. So if you have any questions, any comments, do drop them by our chat box, and she will assist you from there. So, like I've said, my name is Kuntres Safala. I am from Schoolnet, South Africa. However, today I will be representing Google Digital Skills for Africa. So, today, as we start our session, we will be talking about creating your digital marketing strategy. So, we will look at introduction to digital marketing. We will look at how to discover the digital marketing channels, and we will also jump into how to build a digital marketing plan. So before we begin, I'd like to let you know that Google has a free one-on-one mentoring available. So if you are a small business or a charity, just sign up into Google and you'll be offered like a free mentoring opportunity, and you just dive in and enjoy it. Let's begin. So, like I said, we will start with introduction to digital marketing. What opportunities might you get from being online? So, we will start by that question. What opportunities might you get from being online? Do drop the answers in the chat box. What opportunities? So, what opportunities come by from being online? I'll wait to see if there's any questions or any answers from there. What opportunities might you get from being online? So do drop your answers in the chat box and we'll see what you have to say. But just to let you know, with a few opportunities that are there, being online gives you the customer or gives a customer an easy way to find you. And it allows you to have a richer or rather reach a larger audience. This can be locally or this could be globally, and it allows you to build your brand so people get to know who you are or get to know your business or what it has to offer. So now let's jump in and see what more, like, what opportunities are there out there. Right. So we live in a mobile world. So meaning that the mobile world has literally changed how we view or how humans behave generally. I see Zotumo has joined us. Welcome, Zotumo. Over the recent years, there has been a significant increase in the usage of mobile phones. We have been more connected to information, knowledge around us, and we're even connecting to more people. And there has been 2.5 billion users globally since 2020. I don't know about 2021, but since 2020. And then there's 53.38 million people in South Africa use a smartphone subscription. And then 247 million SIM card connections in the sub-Saharan Africa. Just think about that. And in South Africa alone, there's 91% people that own mobile phones. Interesting stats, I know. And then there's 18.43 million e-commerce users in South Africa. So South Africa, there is a huge access to mobiles. So how do we get that? So now there's research states that 80% of sales comes from only 20% of the population with most brands. So this basically tells us that businesses stay relevant and drive sale. For them to stay relevant and drive sales, they need to connect with their target audience. If people are buying, like, only 80% comes from 20% of the population, it tells you that you need to be able to target your audience. So these online digital tools that have played a big role in how we unlock opportunities for businesses online. So how do you reach more people globally? So being online can can help you find potential customers. You can expand your customer base from all over the world. You can be accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you allow customers to find your product easily. And people are able to go onto the search engines just to look for different businesses, products, and services. And with that being said, Google Trends can help compare the number of Google searches in your specific country, be it Kenya, be it Nigeria, or South Africa, compared to other countries. So basically, being online not only get access to customers across the globe, but you get to get you able to get an insight of information that can assist you in building a marketing strategy. So now, how do you learn about your customers? So being online allows you to gain access and have a leverage of analytical tools in various platforms. And these tools conduct a consumer marketing research that keeps up with um, customer demands and trends in your market. And with Google Marketing Platform, you get to gain access of these various tools. So Google offers some free tools for measurement. So it offers Google Analytics for sites and app analytics. You get to see your audience, who gets to your site, where are they from, and their behavior. What do they do when they are on your website? You get to have access to YouTube Analytics, Google Ads, brand lift survey, just to name a few. I see Zotumo has answered one of my questions that um, an opportunity on being online gives you an exposure for your business to get more sales. Most definitely, Zotumo. Thank you for that answer, and welcome, Virginia. Welcome, and do have a lovely session. So let's just moving along. Right. So social media platforms offer analytics that are built in. For example, Facebook and Twitter has their platforms that show you where people are from, how are they interacting with your social media account, what time of the day do people join or interact the most, and what type of posts do they drive, like what drive the posts for them to engage. And these insights help you understand your customer more, and it helps you make marketing materials more relevant and allows you to connect with your customer on a meaningful purpose, you know. So as we've discussed with the benefits brought by analytics, now let's look at the insights that build an audience profile. So how do you build your audience profile? So when you use analytic tools, it provides us with a whole host of insights to support your business and to stimulate your growth. These insights help you paint a clear picture of your users and how to actually profile them. So you get to see your business, your audiences, and who are they, who are you reaching, how can you profile them, and how to connect with them better. And then you get to see your traffic source. So traffic source is you discover the routes the users take to get to your site. Which platform are they coming from? Did they use social media to get into your site? Did they directly search on the net to get into your site? And also you build your profile by the content. So how are the customers reacting to your messages? Are they connecting with them successfully? Do they like your content? And then conversions are how are the customers taking actions? So basically, are they buying your products? Are they successfully completing a purchase? So, on top of getting these access to global marketing and making more informed decisions, being online allows you to communicate and provide a better support to your customers. How do we do that? So when you communicate and support your customers, uh, being online basically allows you to communicate with your customers easily and very quickly. You can communicate with them through listings such as Google My Business, through TripAdvisor, through social media apps. Basically, you communicate with them where they spend a lot of time. So, what are the benefits of communicating with the customers on social media? You you get to know your customers, like I've said, your demographics, their interests, locations. It improves your customer service and how you interact with them and how you provide feedback through reviews, and also how you develop the brand identity. Like I've said, a positive image increase the likelihood of a customer doing business with you. And if look at it this way, if you don't respond to 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 your customers, you tend to have a negative effect. So when you respond to them publicly, you boost your brand image, you show others that you care about your customers, and you believe in the quality of your own product. So now that you have the idea of how um what benefits does digital marketing have for a business, let's see, let's jump into the different channels that we may explore just to put our plan together. So let's but before we do that, I know I've said a mouthful already. I've probably said so much. Do we have any questions before I move to our session? The next slide. Do we have any questions? Right. I see that Zotumo did state that when you put your business online, your business gets a lot of exposure, and people lately have access to the internet. Exactly, Zotumo. That's the whole reason why we need to put our customers out there. That's why we need to reach a further target, because we have access to the internet, regardless of data and all that. And yes, definitely you get exposure to more sales. All right, I see we don't have any questions. I will move along. Do drop in questions while I'm busy with the session. And my moderator will definitely be able to assist you if I don't see it on time. All right. So now we will jump in and discuss digital marketing channels. All right. So digital marketing is an effort to basically spread the word about your company using the internet, as Zodumo has stated. So like we said, we have more access to the internet, which means we are able to reach more people. So essentially, digital marketing is anything we do online to get attention and hopefully get sales. And in this digital age, we pick up speed. New channels are becoming available. So it's important to get to grips with the most established ones. Right. So now the digital marketings that are there currently is the search engine marketing. So search engine marketing basically is paying for advertisements to appear in search engines. This is search engines such as Google or Bing. And then there's social media marketing, where you use social media networks, platforms to basically reach people. This can be Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. There's a lot nowadays. There's also LinkedIn. And then there's display marketing, which is basically an online advertising that appears in many different formats, usually with images, with videos, animations, text links, and it appears in a lot of websites across the internet. And then there's also email marketing. email marketing is basically collecting and using emails to communicate with your users. And the most popular one that I can think of is MailChimp. And then content marketing. So creating and sharing different types of content, such as blog posts, videos, guides, infographics, just to attract your consumers as well as to drive traffic. So now we'll look at these different channels in depth. So when you get started with search marketing is basically using the power of searching. So the power of using Google search, like search engines, to reach new customers. What you see right now is a search engine results page, and it appears like you get to see main things. The main things that you see, firstly, is that the person did Google something, type something in Google. Secondly, it shows the results. Pardon me. Secondly, it shows whether the results are ads or organic. So ads is paid listing, and organic is free, what you get when they search. And then what you realize is the sponsored or ad appears it appears on top because it has been paid for, and then organic listing appears below. So this is to optimize the top searches and also what is not paid. So let's look at organic listing first, and we will get to also practice search engine optimization. Right. So let's get started with search engine optimization. So search engine optimization is basically a way to boost your visibility on the search engine. So this process is basically to help Google understand your web pages and to create a relevant experience for your website visitors. So basically, you give Google your website so that it could make it very accessible. So how do you get started with engine optimization? You sign up with Google Search Console, which is a free tool that will help you be able to accurately tell how you rank on Google search. So basically, you submit your content on Google, you monitor how your content is doing, and you send alerts on critical issues. So Google Search Console will help you identify if there's any issues or errors that makes it hard for Google to rank you highly. And then you help Google find your content. So you should consider submitting a sitemap. So a sitemap is basically how your map, like how your website is, so that the Google bots understand the structure of your site. That way, it makes it better for Google to rank you, right? So what you do is you submit your sitemap, you promote your site on and offline, and you share new content. And then once you're done with that, you optimize your content. You look into creating valuable content that your user really want to see. You use useful and fresh content, like something that's relevant to now, relevant to the generation, what's trending. So you basically create new and accurate page titles, what's catchy, what's phrased nicely. You also create logical titles, and you use heading text to emphasize the important text. So basically, search engine optimization helps you improve your website visibility so that people know the type of products and services that you provide when they are searching on the internet. So the tips that are there in terms of search engine optimization is that you need to conduct keyword research. So discover and understand What words or phrases are people looking for um, when they are searching for products? Words such as fresh, or maybe words that are relevant depending on the product that you are selling. If you can think of an example such as a pizza, they're probably going to look for chicken or pepperoni, fresh, freshly baked, and so forth. So the titles are used to just basically grab your consumer's attention, and then you public useful. You must publish high quality content, understand your customers, optimize your content to suit their needs. If you are selling perfumes, make sure that the content that you put out there is relevant, it's of high content or high quality. And then make your web pages search friendly. As easy as that. Make them as quickly, if someone can get there, make them quickly accessible, so that it could quickly help the search engines to better understand your content. The truth is, don't try to speed up the process when you are busy with your search engine optimization. um, just make sure you find your web pages with the right keywords. Another way you can enhance your business visibility online is to use Google My Business. Google My Business. So, like we've said, there's so many ways to build visibility. And a high number of searches every day are local. And if you have a customer base that engage with you in person and are local, then you should consider listing your business on directories such as Google My Business, such as Bing, such as TripAdvisor, and Yelp. So basically, we as customers, including myself, use such tools as TripAdvisor to find local businesses. This can be restaurants. I'm a restaurant go getter person, hotels, bars, and these restaurants and hotels and bars that have good reviews is where we go. This is why it's useful for a business to be listed on these platforms, so that when we search on Bing or Yelp and TripAdvisor, it allows you to 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 give like to be your for your business to be easily accessible. So you use them in a manner to get verified with Google. So like I've said, Google My Business allow you to create free business listing that can come up with in the search. So you consider a local search engine optimization. So this is for Google to help you, so that you should make for Google to help you should make a more descriptive listing so that you're more visible. So without a very descriptive listing, um, you find that customers are not keen to engage with you. So when you do decide to join Google My Business, you need to make sure that you are very descriptive of what your product or your services are. Don't forget to chat with us, drop a comment, or ask a question in the chat box if you have any. I know this can be a mouthful, but do let us know what you're thinking and share with us on our platform. So how can you make your listing stand out? So there's a number of ways you can make your listing stand out. You can uh, put on an image of how your business looks like. You can use reviews. This is what are people saying about you or about your business. And address, does your place actually exist? I'm one of those people that like writing reviews for businesses, because I believe reviews do help you get more customers. That's the first thing I look at when I search a business. Right. And then Google has a free marketing kit from Google My Business. So it helps customers stay informed about your business. It creates custom posters, social posts, and more from reviews, and it updates your business profile on Google. And all this is for free. So do consider the free marketing kit. You can get it on marketingkit.withgoogle.com. My moderator will drop the link in the chat box so that it's easy for you to access. Right. So I've spoken about search engine optimization and also search engine marketing. What is the difference between the two? Search engine optimization is free, which means the benefit of it, you pay nothing. So these are like search engines like Google. You are ranked based on your search query. On the other hand, search engine marketing is where you pay. But you only pay only when someone clicks on your ad. So if your ad serves 10 times but only gets clicked once, you only get paid once. And also we optimize by sending relevancy signals to the likes of Google based on your web pages, your incoming links, and other factors like reviews. Reviews keeps popping, so reviews are important for your business. With search engine marketing, we choose the keywords and the bid, so it's much easier to be visible for important keywords rather than search engine optimization. And search engine optimization takes a lot of time depending on the nature of your competition and the type of search query you're trying to rank for. For example, ranking on the first page for pizza might take months. However, the ranking of pizza restaurant Nairobi might only take a few weeks, and it's more specific. So instead of saying pizza and pizza restaurant Nairobi, it becomes less competitive. So now that we've looked at the difference, we will look at how to get started with search engine marketing. I see Sibongile says that search engine optimization is the art and science of persuading search engines such as Google, Bing, and Yahoo to recommend your content to your users as the best solution for their problem. Agreed. Agreed. So basically, you just need to use search engines such as Google, Bing, and Yahoo to just get a wider reach of your audience. All right. So getting started with search engine marketing. So search engine marketing happens in three main steps. You create a campaign on Google Ads. So basically, we log into Google Ads with your Google account. Each ad starts with a campaign. If you sell a lot of products, then campaigns help you organize how you promote them. And then you focus on search advertising. You select the search network to ensure that the ads are shown there. You will then choose the target options. So basically, you select your goals, and then you will choose your city. The larger the geographic area, the more search volume you tend to get. And then from there, you will pick the right keywords. We pick the right keywords for you. So the right keywords are very important for your campaign. You'll be able to add these keywords that are related to your ad. We make sure that they are tightly themed and consider the options to strengthen it. So we align your keywords with your business goals, manage your match types, and refine the negative keywords. And then you write a compelling advertisement. So you keep your headlines in line with what people are searching for. You focus on your user benefits. you create a copy of what appeals across the devices, you focus on the headline imagery, and you implement all the ad extensions. Right. So, what are the tips for your search engine marketing? For search engine marketing, so you create curate your your keyword list. So basically, the relevance of your keywords to an advertisement impacts your click through rate and also the quality of your advertisement. Um, is there anyone who's familiar with ad extensions? Do drop your answer in the chat box. Also, another tip is to boost your ad extensions. This is one way to improve your click through rate by implementing ad extensions. These make it easy for your ads to stand out, and for they are mainly completely free to use, and they make your ads run a like they run cheaper and longer. Right. And then you connect with your Google Analytics account. So it's a good idea, obviously, for you to connect with Google Analytics. That way you are able to see your visitors, how they what they clicked, how they landed on your page, and eventually see how your whole marketing strategy is working out for you. And then, how do you grow your business on social media? Social media, that is where a lot of people are spending their time there. They're spending their time online, including myself. And it's a great way for businesses to communicate with their audiences. Um, it's it's a great way, like I said, to reach new people, to nurture the current consumers that you have, your customers. You nurture the ones that you have so that you can turn them into your advocates. So you use your older customers to draw in new customers with their reviews. And then also you consider starting social media for your company, so that you can manage it in a good fit, and generate more sales. So you get to generate more sales. You get to add value to your brand by raising your customer service level. You get to show your new side of your business, and you also get to build your own brand community. You also improve your marketing. You understand your customers better, who they follow, when they follow. You attract more customers to your sites. You gain valuable insights about your customers, and you also keep an eye on your competitors. So social media is quite helpful and beneficial with that regard. Right. So what's the difference between organic social media and paid social media? Do drop them in our chats. Do engage with me. What's the difference between organic social media and paid social media? So basically, organic social media is you get to see your views, your actions, clicks on your post for free. Your content appears on your business profile, and you can only reach your followers and friends of your followers. And then paid social media, you pay for your views, for your actions, for your clicks. Your ads appear in more places, so it's a wider spectrum. And then you reach basically anyone. So people that don't follow you, you get to reach with paid social media. So let's look at social media advertising. So, social media marketing, it takes time. Um, Social media marketing takes time, it takes patience, and it takes commitment. But they are key areas you can focus on to build your strategy. Firstly, you need to define your audience. Who are they? What are they into? What influences them? When are they usually online? Which social media do they use? And then from there, you need to choose your channels carefully. You need to look at your business focus. What are you focusing on? Or lifestyle focus? Start with, it's easier when you start with one, you test it, you learn it, and see if it works for you, and then you try another one. You differentiate. You differentiate your channels because different channels need different strategies. Although they can work hand in hand, they need different strategies. And the different channels that are there, which are free, are your likes of Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. So, an important tip is a lot of these channels have analytics already available, so you can measure, learn, um, and use it to your advantage. For example, Facebook allows you to view the engagement of your posts as well as the far reach your post was able. Like how able was your post to reach a wider number of people. And you need to think about the type of content you wish to post. Because different platforms have different content that you can post. And the advantage of this is that people love a glimpse of what's going on when you share your announcement. You get to create useful how to content. If, for example, you're a bakery, you could do a short quick how to bake cookies. We all love cookies. And then you run a regular theme, regular content feed, and you get to show your personality, and you get to inform people that there's actually a human behind the social media. So post that you can post out there is your photos, your videos, your infographics, your memes, if you have memes that are relevant to your business, and live broadcasts. Those have been quite trendy nowadays. Being live, showing what your product has to offer. There's a lot of social medias out there, social networks out there, and there's a lot of where you could use them, and you need to achieve. You can only achieve these by having different objectives or a different strategy. So now my question to you is, what are you hoping to accomplish with social media? What are your goals? What are your objectives? What are you hoping to achieve, or what are you hoping to accomplish with social media? Don't forget to engage with me on the chat box, and my moderator will surely post or comment on your comment or questions. What are the social media marketing tips? What are the tips that are there? So generally, three things. Set yourself a goal. What are you hoping to accomplish? Maybe you are looking for a faster way to respond to your customer queries. Maybe you're trying to reach more customers, or you are trying to encourage your customers to buy from you more often. Understand your audience. Know your audience. It's key to always know your audience. Ensure that you target them well, and tailor your messages in a way that it resonates with them and it also allows them to act. And also do regular updates, consistency and regular updates. It's important to keep your social media active, so that you can constantly engage with your customers. Customers, we always looking for conversations, and we want to be updated regularly so that we can also engage back with you. So now let's take a look at content marketing. So there's different forms of content marketing. It's essential for your content um, to be marketed strategically. This allows you to sell the idea and tell a story about your product and service, and also to build a relationship with your customers. Content marketing can take different forms. You get to engage with, and we get to engage with your content every day. We touch points. Your content also engages with your customers, and the different content that's there is your videos, your blogs, your case studies, and your guides. So that's how you get to connect with your customers. So how can you get started with content marketing? You can build your customers' personas. So a good way to start is to build your customer. So basically, before you start designing or writing or building content, you need to define who your customers are. You need to know your customers before you could create um any content. You need to grasp what they will be reading, what they'll be viewing, and how much is it easier for them to decide about your product. You need to create a customer journey map. So basically, you identify the steps users take from awareness to how they purchase your product, and also think about the questions or information required to make a purchase decision, because we do decide on a product before we could actually purchase. And use your content to generate business. So we need to facilitate the customer journey. We need to distribute the content on the right channels and reach the right target audience, and also include a call to action. So how can we make your content marketing a success? So use content to facilitate sales, use storytelling to engage the audience, distribute the content to maximize reach, and then ensure that your performance, like you measure your performance and your tweaks and see how you could change here and there. Right. So now you can also communicate at a scale with email marketing. So email marketing, you get to create personalized content. You customize your campaigns and create a target content. You also collect feedback and surveys. You make sure you keep track of your customers' experience, and also you connect with an already engaged audience. So it's a permission based, which means your readers must opt in to your newsletter, and you need to explain to them why they are receiving this newsletter. So now let's look at the simple steps of getting started with email marketing. So email marketing, firstly, you need to select the email marketing platform. Like I've said, there's many email providers out there that offer the same features. There are free platforms and also more advanced ones. There are ones with wider range of functionalities. Um, One example, like I've given before, is MailChimp, which is a really good one if you're just starting out. You can use this free service, and once you have grown, you can get into a paid version that is more advanced email platforms such as SendGrip, Drip, and Active Campaign. And then you build a list of relevant contacts. So you need to make sure you have permission when you contact people, especially now with the BOPIA Act. You need to invite to subscribe, and also allow them to unsubscribe if they don't want to anymore. And you need to segment and you group the list. And you need to also stress that the email marketing is heavily dependent on the quality of the list. So email marketing works when your audience want to hear from you. So basically it's best to ask your subscribers if they are interested in receiving updates about your products and services. Um, for example, do they want to receive emails weekly, monthly, and record what you learn in your email contact database. This is for basically future email campaigns. So you need to constantly um, record those email contacts and update them regularly as well. Another thing is you need to stay relevant and provide useful content. So you need to treat your readers like VIPs, because they subscribe to your emails by giving you permission to their inboxes. So you need to show a personality by your, excuse me, by your voice, your tone, or your sense of humor. It's always great to have a sense of humor when you send out your newsletters. And also make sure you keep them useful. So you think about which emails you can open, which you can delete right away. Um, Obviously, you don't want to open an email that doesn't benefit you in any way. So we trying to avoid from our consumers or customers from unsubscribing. So let's look at the tips for email marketing. So tips are to segment and group the list for relevant content. So this helps tailor the messages to specific audiences. Keep it short. Keep it short. Keep it short and simple. Make it easy for your readers to scan quickly if they want to, or if they want to read it or not. Right? And then measure the open and click rate, and tweak campaigns. So your clicks help you determine the success of your campaign. Unsubscribe rate. What's your unsubscribe rate after each campaign? So the lesser the unsubscribe rate, the better. So you need to check your rate after each campaign, see if there's a spike or not, and also signups since the last campaign. So you also need to check your signups. Are there people that are interested in seeing your newsletter? Is there a list growth? And can you create more content that can be interesting to your customers so that you can increase your growth? I have said a mouthful. Do we have any questions before I jump into the next part of sessions? Do we have any questions, any comments? So is there any questions, any comments, any feedbacks? All right. I see Sbongile saying that organic social is any social media activity without a paid promotion. So paid social is anything on social media that is influenced by money. Agreed. So organic social media is free. Paid social media is basically um, you paying for people to reach a wider target audience. Okay, is there any questions? No questions. All right. Let's move. Right. So now we will look at building a digital marketing plan. So there's like 6 steps to build a digital marketing plan. You need a business goal and objectives, budget and resources, audience. You need to decide which channels you are using. You need to plan your activity, and you need to set SMART KPIs. Remember SMART for specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time related, right? So now let's look into this much more further. Right, step one, business goals and objectives. So it's important for a successful business to have both goals and objectives. You need to set a purpose for your business and also take necessary actions. So remember that your goals generate what you desire to achieve, and then your objectives is the steps taken to reach that specific goals. For example, Monli has a hairdressing business, and his business goals are to get more customers through his doors and make people in his local area know about his business. So he wants to make sure that people in his area knows that his business exists. And then we need to align our business goals with our online objectives. So our business goals, basically, we make people aware that we exist, that you exist. You sell more products, you get found by more people with your business goals, you get a more returning customers. So online objectives that one would look at is to increase an online reach and awareness, to increase your website sales, and also increase your social media page and followers from your customers, and drive traffic to your website, right? And then examples of online objectives, right? So like we said, increase traffic to website, increase online sales, increase social media page likes or following, and also increase your online reach and awareness. And if your business goal is basically to make more people aware that you exist, to sell more products, and also to get found by more people, and also you need to retain the customers that are there, so you need to get more returning customers. So now let's look into this. So now we jump into budget and resources. So now we need to consider what is possible with what you have, and you need to basically be honest with yourself and give yourself an honest statement about the challenges that you have. And you need to understand that I don't have a website, it's too much for an investment right now. So you need to be realistic. So if you don't have a budget for a website, find different means to try and reach the same goal. And then audience, you must always think about your target audience. An example would be, I am targeting females in my local areas. Um, my most valuable customers are females over the age of 30. They normally have children and they work part-time. And then most of these females that are above 30 use Facebook. You'll also look at your demographic information. So this is location, age, and then job title, and also look at this psychographic information, such as the goals, what goals in terms of persona that you're looking for, the common problems that your audience faces, that would be your challenges, and the interest. You need to identify what your customers like. So help them see the future content creation, help them understand the partnership that's out there. And then step four, your marketing channels. Not all marketing channels will suit your business. So you need to be, again, realistic and specific. Consider the channels that work for you, be it Facebook as a starter, be it YouTube as a starter. So you do this by using your online objectives. What are you trying to achieve at that specific time? Are you trying to increase your customer loyalty? Are you trying to increase your traffic to the website? and which channels can you use. So if you're trying to increase traffic to the website, you could use email marketing, you could use search engine optimization, depending on what works for you and your budget. And then you need to choose a channel based on your target audience and goals. So, like I said, there's different options that you can choose. You can choose search engine marketing, search engine optimization, content marketing and blogging, organic social or paid social. You could choose Google My Business, and you can also choose a marketing strategy that um, pushes messages to the potential customers. So now we're explaining inbound and outbound marketing. So you could go for display advertising, email marketing, paid social, affiliate marketing, which has been one that is relevant. Remember that we always say that you must keep your content relevant. So try all those, or try whatever works for you at that moment in time. And budget. Right. Step 5, you plan your activity. Monty said, my online objectives are to reach more people in my local area and get more returning customers. I don't have a website yet, as it's too much of an investment right now. How could I use digital to help me? Right. So here's how he could approach the situation. He could list his business on Google My Business and create a free website. He can set up a Facebook page, collect reviews, and post pictures of customers' hairstyle. Plus, we love beautiful hairstyles. Well, for now, I don't have. I just have a brush. And then you could use Facebook advertising to target people in your local area. So basically, since his budget doesn't allow him, there's a free way or an easier way to to get more returning customers. And then step 6 is to set SMART KPIs: specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time related goals. So, one way to evaluate is to use SMART criteria. Um, what is your objective specific? Can you measure the progress of your goal? Is your goal realistic and attainable? And how relevant is your goal to your business, to your organization? What is the time frame of achieving this specific goal? So here's an example of a SMART KPI: to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months, to increase our brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with growing our audience to 20%, 40% with new people. So now, how do we put it all together? So Monty's business goal is to reach more people in his local area and get more customers. His online objective is to increase online reach and increase returning customers. His audience is females above 30, so 39 to 45, local area. Channels: his local search engine optimization and Facebook. Activity is to build um, a free website to boost his visibility on Google, and to also use Facebook to advertise his hairstyles to target more audiences. And his SMART objective would be to increase booking from past customers by 20% in the next quarter, and increase Facebook from new people by 40% in the next month. So now there we have it, with our 6 steps on building a digital marketing plan. Just to look at those plans again. So 6 steps to build a digital marketing plan. One is to know your business goals and objectives. 2 is to know and understand your budget and resources. Step three is to understand your target audience. Know who are you trying to reach. Pick the channels that work for you and your budget. And you need to plan your activities. Always set your SMART objectives. We will pause for some questions. Is there any questions? Any comments? Don't forget to drop by the chat box and let us know how you're feeling. Any comments? Any questions? Was I moving too fast? Do you have any questions? I'd like to assume that there are no questions because I am seeing no questions. Well, I'm hoping that you enjoy the session. I'm hoping that you're enjoying my session because I'm learning a lot. It's amazing how one learns as well as you're going through um, the session, and you're also thinking, okay, I can also do this and I can also improve this way. So I hope you are learning as much as I am learning and you are engaging as well. So now don't forget that as I've mentioned at the beginning of the session, Google does offer a free one-on-one mentoring. If you're a small business or a charity, just sign up with Google Mentoring, and they will offer you any mentoring that you have. Next steps. So today's session was just the beginning. Tomorrow we have another lovely session. Do join us tomorrow for our session. And also, you can implement this. You can also go on to Grow with Google and see any courses that are relevant to this topic, and just dive in. Like I said, tomorrow we have another session, 4 p.m. until 5 p.m. Please do join us again. And also, don't forget to engage with us on social media. On Twitter, it's Digital Skills AF. And then Facebook is Digital Skills for Africa. Instagram is Digital D Skills for Africa. And we are also Schoolnet South Africa on social media. This is on Facebook and Twitter as well as Instagram. Do follow us, and I hope you had a lovely session. Thank you so much for joining us today, and do join us tomorrow for another session. We will have another very fruitful session for you tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the session.